Welcome into today's video. I'm giving you 7 tips for buying a home in seller's market, which is the type of market that we have here in Central Ohio. A little bit more competitive on the buying side. So here are just a few things you should consider. My first tip is narrow down your search criteria. One of the biggest problems with most buyers I see, or one of the biggest challenges they run into, is there's too many options, too many things that might work. So really sit down and define exactly what you're looking for and make sure that it fits within your price parameters so that we can go out and find properties and you can act quickly when you find the right property. Now, on top of that, I'm going to suggest you do a primary search criteria and a secondary search criteria. So that as you're looking in your primary area, maybe it's a certain neighborhood, a certain school district, a certain home type. If you're not seeing enough in that primary search, then let's move over to the secondary search and see if we can find you that might fit into that area. Now, my second tip is be a little bit more flexible and a little bit more open to alternative options on your home search. What I mean by that is, most buyers want a move-in ready property in a certain price point with certain things. I would urge you to maybe explore the idea of maybe not a move-in ready property, or maybe a property that's just slightly outside of the area you want to be in, or a comparable area that you want to be in, and just kind of look at your alternate options, because as you know, in this market, you may find that you have more success in finding the perfect property for you in your price range by doing something that's going against the grain or going against what all the other buyers are doing. Okay, so tip number 3 is get pre-approved with confidence with a competent lender. But not only that, but know your numbers with that pre-approval so that you have confidence in making an offer. What I mean by that is know what your closing costs should be about, know what your down payment should be, know what your monthly costs should be at different price points, so that when you find the right property, you're confident in making a good offer on that property because you already know what you have to bring to the table, what your monthly will be. Number 4 is search below your top end. This is a no-brainer for most people, and it's not just a seller's market that you should be doing this in. But my recommendation is you've got your top end of your budget. Search a little bit below that so that when you find that perfect property, if you want to stretch it up a little bit higher, you still got some room. Now, number 5 is give yourself extra time in your home search. I used to tell people right around 3 months is about the time that you would need to start looking at the homes, making a home purchase, and closing on that property and moving in. And I would say in this market, you certainly can still achieve that in under 3 months, but it may be a little bit more advantageous to you to take some extra time, because you're going to probably end up looking at more properties than you normally would, and you maybe end up negotiating and making offers on more than one property before you get the right one. So number six is act quickly. Again, this is a pretty easy one, but when you see that right property, notify me right away. Let's go check it out. Let's start doing the research and start running the numbers on that property for you right away so that you can make a quick decision before somebody else goes out and snatches it up. And the 7th one, number 7, be prepared with the local market knowledge. Go back and watch some of my other videos, get the market updates, but also, just do your research on the specific area that you're looking in, and be prepared for how fast homes are selling in that market, what types of homes you're going to see, and the types, we can discuss, and I can tell you, or you can look at my other videos regarding the types of offers that you might have to make, because it's much better to go into a competitive offer situation being prepared for what to expect than kind of having to get caught up to speed on all of that in a short time frame. So that's my 7 tips about buying in a seller's market. If you have any questions, let me know.